Welcome back to Forest Firearms, everybody. I'm Ivan, and today we're going to take a closer look at my Webley Mk1 service pistol. Now, I bet you a lot of you guys are familiar with some of the later variants of the Webley revolver, namely the Webley Mk6, which was used World War I and in World War II to some degree, but not that many people are that familiar with where did it all start. Well, it all started in 1887 when the British military basically approved and adopted their first top break double to single action revolver. Now this one was made, as far as I can tell, in the first batch because it's not a Webley Mk1 star. It doesn't have any of the upgrades. It still has its screw for cylinder removal. It doesn't have a blast shield installed. So this thing, besides being shaped for 45 ACP, is very, very original. When you guys hear Webley's being chambered in 45 ACP, not recommended to shoot full house 45 ACP through these. I load my own. I use a 45 long Colt bullet that is the right size for my barrel. It's 255 grains. And I bring my load down to more Webley, 455 Webley pressures. And that's what you want to do because you don't want to be seeing these pop, especially these older ones. The Webley Mk6s were a little stronger, but still, I wouldn't recommend using 45 ACP through these, just factory 45 ACP. Well, this particular gun was very cool for its time because it had a lot of power, it was simple to load and unload. Normally they would load it with single cartridges or they would have speed loaders that they did have. Since it is in 45 ACP, I have to use moon clips. But it had a lot of power, and for some reason the British liked revolvers. They never really went to a semi-automatic pistol till after World War II. And there was units that used, 1911s, Browning high powers, and some stuff like that. But as the standard service pistol, they use some variant of this old girl. So as you guys have seen, it can shoot single action. I'm gonna try it on double action. Sometimes it has a hard time cycling, so we'll see if I have any jams. But let's just see what happens. You see that? It wants to hang up on me sometimes. Okay. It seems to have skipped a cartridge. We can fix that. Put this back in there. Like I said, guys, this is an old revolver, and sometimes you got to treat it nice. Okay, another 6. I like the top break Webleys because they're fast, and especially better than some of the revolvers at the time that were just gate loaders where you had to singularly eject all your rounds and then reload it the same way. That takes a long time. And when these were right off the line in best condition, they worked great. They were really tough. And I don't know, I just love these old British weapons, as you guys probably know. As you guys can see on this, it has a big broad arrow on the top strap. Now, from what I can tell, that was a marking that they put on to accept it during World War I or just before that into the Navy. You see a lot of Navy marked ones with that. Also, its light's kind of bad here, but you can see it has an N marking, which also denotes that it was used by the Navy. And you have some other unit markings that have been crossed out. This thing has really seen a lot of use, guys. It's covered in marks and it's just in beautiful condition. The old horn grips that these have, this one has a little chip in it, but that's okay. But I don't know, man. I really, really dig these old revolvers. So let's just shoot 6 more and send you guys off. Well, there it is, guys. Webley Mk1, an old girl, but she still works. Well, I've been Ivan with Forest Firearms, and I'll catch you next time.